Good day. So, over a year ago, a year and a few days, I won this Bukito 3D printer made by Deezmaker at the 2015 AT&T Hackathon. And so, what I wanted to do today was give you some sort of an update. So, here is the Bukito right now, and I don't have the Raspberry Pi connected to it. What the Raspberry Pi allows me to do is it allows me to wirelessly control my 3D printer. So the reason I haven't connected the Raspberry Pi is because I moved into my new apartment about 4 months ago, and I don't have a monitor to program the Raspberry Pi to perform certain functions, which is basically I want to go ahead and use Octoprint to control my 3D printer. If you don't know what Octoprint is, it's Octoprint, and basically you can control your printer wirelessly. You can see what is being printed layer by layer. You can control the temperature. You can save G code files on there. You can also record a whole print and get a time lapse video of it. Um, it's just a really neat program to use with your 3D printer. So I don't have that with me now, but eventually, like when I find a monitor to go ahead and program the Raspberry Pi, I'll do it. I've done it in the past and it works great. I really like it. So right now I'm basically just using the SD card slot to upload my G code. So I wanted to go ahead and first of all say that the Bukito 3D printer has opened up a lot of doors for me because while I was doing my internship at JPL, I was able to go home and print things. I was able to bring my 3D printer to work or to JPL and have everything happening right in front of me. I didn't have to go to another location or wait 7 hours next to a printer or ask other people for favors to print stuff for me. I had everything accessible right there, right then and there. And still, I'm working with one person at JPL, and I don't have to look or pay somebody to print anything for me. I get to do everything here in my place, and the only reason I'm able to do that is because I have the 3D printer. Makes everything very, very easy for me. So, this 3D printer is amazing. I mean, I rarely have to level the bed. Almost never. I think maybe like once every 2, 3 months or something like that. If not, maybe more time has to pass by. I rarely have to level the bed. Um, Let me see. I've only tried nylon 615, I think it's called, or 315, I forget. But it's a nylon material. I've only tried the nylon, and I've also tried PLA. I don't think I've tried anything else, but I mean, I haven't really had use to use any other materials. But because this printer's temperature can go up, I forget what. I think it's like 310 Celsius. You can print a lot of different materials with it. I just haven't experimented with it because you have to like switch out the nozzle if you do, and I don't want to clog it up, or I don't want to clog up my nozzle, so that's why I'm staying away from that. But anyway, I'd like to go ahead and just go around my place and see all the things that I 3D printed, and just inform you as to how a 3D printer can help you out in so many different situations. So let's just start off right here real quick. Um, Here we can see that I have a cup holder that I've attached to this table, and this just basically allows me to like place more things and not have to worry about this taking space. It's just a little added space to the table, and then I got like a little slot over here for like secret things. Um, I have my protective eyewear hanging on this little wall hanger thingy. Here I went ahead and designed and 3D printed this holder, and basically it holds everything that has to do with 3D printing stuff. So I have like a little measuring tape back there. I have my spatulas, this guy, my multi-tool, which is extremely important to have. And then I got this tape, and I got some files over here. And so yeah, so I made that with the 3D printer. Um, Here is a box of a bunch of stuff I need to mail and give to people. Um, Here's a little project I'm working at here for the people at JPL. Um, Let me see. Okay, let's go this way. So, let me see. Is there anything here? No. Okay. So, here I went ahead and I 3D printed and, well, I designed and 3D printed this incense holder. And there's no incense, but as you can see, what I really wanted to do was minimize space for an incense holder, and plus it glows in the dark, which is kind of cool. This is just like a little water tray. I put water in here once in a while, and what I did was I designed and I 3D printed this bucket thingy here. And so what I do is I throw in quarters in this slot, and when I want to do laundry, I just pull out my little drawer, and you can see that I have my quarters there. And then when I have other types of change that don't involve quarters, I throw them in this slot right there, so that maybe within the year or 2 years, this will be filled up with a bunch of change, and I can go ahead and get it cashed in. Here's a cool ball that I found on Thingiverse. As we continue, I 3D printed these guys to go ahead and hang stuff on. Here's a phone that I use for my cell phone, and I went ahead and designed and 3D printed this hanger. I have a projector here, and what I've done is I've made it so that I can go ahead and take out the projector really easily by just moving that out, and then I can take out the cable really easily. And you can see that that's my mount, and then I have this thing right there that attaches to it, and then there you go, you got a projector stand. I went ahead and designed and 3D printed these little guys, and basically this just allows me to like remove and place this piece of art that I created. What else? Yes, this is pretty cool. So I designed and 3D printed this guitar stand, guitar holder, and you can see that it's just 3 screws that hold it in place. And then I have a space, 2 little spaces for the picks, and I made this little platform that goes along with it. And you know, there goes the guitar right there. It's nice and stable. I can push it and it won't fall off. It's pretty nice. I made this guy for my eraser and dry eraser. I don't know what you call these guys, but you know, board markers or whatever. So now everything fits in there nicely, and you screw it into the wall through there. Just 2 screws, and yeah, that's basically what I have going on in here. Then I have another holder. So a lot of holders. Here's another little project I did at JPL. I think that's it for my room. I have this guy, which is I found this design on Thingiverse. It's the Circle of Life. In here, I need to actually reprint this piece here because one of the sticks broke off. So I redesigned it. I made it so that these rods are thicker so that they don't break as easy. But like this thing lasted me about 6-7 months without breaking. And so basically it's just a holder for my toothbrush, tongue brush, and my razor. Here I found this thing on Thingiverse. It's supposed to like, I don't know, squeeze out all of your toothpaste, but I mean, I really don't use it. It's just something to try out. I didn't really like it. It's too much work. What else? In the kitchen, oh yeah, in the kitchen, I designed and 3D printed this napkin holder. On this side it says truth, passion. In the back it says peace, love. So that's that. It's pretty cool. My little napkin holder right there. Um, if I go in here, I have this funnel that I use a lot. And what's cool is that I'm a big tea drinker, and so I'll use hot water and I'll pour the hot water in here. And the only thing that happens is this thing will get slightly soft, but it won't melt or anything. And I mean, I'm talking about boiling water is going through here. So it's pretty cool in that sense that the PLA that I'm using can withstand pretty high temperatures and not deform itself. And then here I have this little strainer that I should clean up a bit. But it's been working really good. I mean, I've only printed these things once. I never had to print them more than once. These things are really, really durable. Let me see what else. So yeah, that's my kitchen stuff. I think that's it, yeah. And then if we go into the closet, let's see. Well, here's a spider printed with glow-in-the-dark PLA. Yeah, okay, so here I have a skateboard hanger right there that I designed and 3D printed. And there's another skateboard hanger that I designed and 3D printed. And what's cool is like you could write little messages on them, you know, like this one says life is beautiful, because it is. And I have this more wall hangers, and these are basically just for my shoes to like organize the closet a little bit. And it helps, you know, it really does. It makes a difference for sure. It makes a big difference. And here I have this lithopane, and this one's I don't know how well we're gonna be able to see this, but so what I'll do is I've been using a lot of the 3D. I've been using a lot of the glow-in-the-dark PLA made by Hatchbox. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what this looks like. So this is the glow-in-the-dark PLA right there, and this is Hatchbox, and I've been using their PLA for about 4 months. And look, here you go. It says connect with us, and there you see all of their links. So if you wanted to go ahead and try it out, pause the video and like, I don't know, write down the link or something. But these guys are really good. So I used to really praise Maker Geeks, but I don't know. I mean, like their quality went down. I have all this PLA for Maker Geeks, and it's just not good. It's very waxy, and it doesn't allow me to print, and it just takes forever to get something to work. So what's cool is like you could return the PLA and they'll give you your money back, but it's such a hassle, you know. You just want good PLA. So actually, the other material I was talking about other than PLA is nylon, and it's the nylon 618. You know, you go to tallman3d.com, or you can go to Maker Geeks. I mean, they sell that stuff too, but that stuff actually prints. So as I was saying, go to Hatchbox and get their PLA, because those guys are really good. I haven't had any misprints with them, and I mean, everything comes out really good. Not only that, but like they have true glow-in-the-dark PLA. Like this thing really, really shines at night. Now, right now, it's not too dark in here, but you can see that these things are all glowing pretty bright. And so like when it's nighttime, this whole space right here is actually lit up because the PLA is so bright. Oh, I forgot. Here's something I created. I didn't really create this, actually. I 3D printed it, but I found it on Thingiverse, so I didn't really create that. Then I have a heart right there with the infinity sign going through it. So yeah. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention that I also have this guy that I designed and 3D printed. So what this is basically a place to store my multi-tool. So here's my multi-tool, and then I can go ahead and put it in my belt, like attach it to my belt and have it on my side like that. but when I'm not using it, I like to have it handy along inside my room. And so what I did, oops. So what I did was I went ahead and I designed and 3D printed this piece there, which allows me to go ahead and place my multi-tool just like that, and whenever I need to use it, just pop it out. And I see there that it says life over death. Now, I don't know. I think that's true. Life is beautiful, therefore you should prefer life over death. But yeah, I designed and 3D printed that stuff, and I've designed and 3D printed quite a bit of stuff here. Not only here, but like for work too. I've done a lot of things for education. I've done a lot of things to help students learn mathematics. Like there's this one thing like the Pythagorean theorem. You can actually 3D print this file that they have on Thingiverse, which is basically like um, proving the Pythagorean theorem with you know the Pythagorean theorem: a squared plus b squared equals c squared. I'd have to show you, but yeah, it does prove the Pythagorean theorem in this little toy. So what I'm gonna do now is show you how good this glow in the dark PLA is. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little bit of light on this guy. Start with energy, and already you can see how bright, how much it glows. And here, what I've done is so now, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this on camera, but for me, it looks pretty nice. This is my neighbor. Her name is Medusa. She lives upstairs. And next to her is her boyfriend. I don't know who her boyfriend is, but Valentine's Day is coming along. And so I wanted to do one of those random acts of kindness. So I went ahead and 3D printed her and her boyfriend on this thing. And maybe they could like share a kiss or whatever over in a dark room because they're looking at themselves. I don't know. It's kind of cool. And then I went ahead and 3D printed this infinity sign with the heart going through the middle for her also because, she seems happy, so why not? Why not share the love? So yeah, that PLA is awesome. I gotta say, that PLA is really cool. It really, really glows in the dark very well. In my car, I think I just have the iPhone holder, and that's it. I don't think I have too many things in the car that are 3D printed. Um, and you just it's just a really nice thing to have. The 3D printer is a really nice thing to have because you can make gifts for people. Actually, like for Christmas, I 3D printed almost everything that I gave to people, and it's not that bad. You just find what the person is into, and you 3D print something for them, and it's pretty cool. Um, yeah, like for my cousin Wendy, I 3D printed a glow in the dark angel because she loves angels. So I found this angel on Thingiverse that's on its knees and has a dove, and these large wings are attached to the angel. And so now she can see her angel even in the night because he's glow in the dark. So yeah, like basically what I'm trying to say is 3D printing is pretty cool. Here I have some stars that I designed for some company so that they can have like um, some sort of a circle, and the stars would be on the circle in a certain configuration, and it would make that circle look like a three-dimensional sphere, like basically like a sphere. And so that's for some company so that they could place their logo in the middle and make it seem like they're in the middle of a sphere or something like that. And so each star had to be um, designed to certain specifications. So because I still have all those files, I went ahead and designed and printed all these stars for myself. I just got to go ahead and find the putty to place them in the room. Um, so yeah, that's basically. Oh, no, here's another thing I made. Uh, it's a book stand, because I already have a book stand right there, but sometimes you need more than one when you're studying because you have more than one thing to look at a time. So I went ahead and designed and 3D printed that guy too. So hopefully the guys at Deezmaker see this because I want to thank them for giving me this beautiful creation. And Diego, I applaud you like no other because you created something that creates other things, which is insane. I thank you very, very, very much. I'm so glad that we crossed paths and we shared the experience at the AT&T hackathon where we were awake throughout the night. That was cool. So yeah, I thank you guys very, very much. I mean, it still, gets me a little choked up when I think that this thing is mine. It's really, really cool. Um, yeah. Well, okay, at the end of the day, I mean, this is a awesome machine. I can't express that any further. I mean, you can place this in your car if you have a 12-volt battery attached to it. You can 3D print stuff in an elevator, in an airplane, in a, I don't know, you go camping and take this thing with you if you have your 12-volt battery. Not only that, but you can grab it and flip it upside down and still print, which is amazing because many of the other consumer-based 3D printers are so finicky. I mean, I've dealt with them for such a long time, for 12 hours straight, 14 hours straight, making a print on these other printers, and I mean, you're like 10 hours into the print, 12 hours into the print, and all of a sudden, misprint, and there goes all that wasted time. So this guy, this Bukito, oh my god, it's I have to say it's the best because from what I've experienced, this is seriously the best. Now this one, the dimension is 5 by 6 by 5 inches, so that might not be appropriate for you guys. But they do have the next. They have a version which is bigger than this, which is called a Bukobot, and I'm not sure what the dimensions for that one is, but it is much bigger than this guy. Regardless, this has allowed me to create so many things. So most of the time, you can just connect a lot of stuff like you saw right there for the book stand. And if you think about it, most of the things you create, they're meant to be held by your hand, or they're no larger than your hand for some reason. But it's something that is true. Most of the things you create, usually they're, like within the size of a fist or something like that, which is, you know, exactly about the size of that platform right there, like the dimensions that are within this 3D printer. So, yeah, if you haven't gotten one yet, get a Bukito. I recommend it like no other. Not only that, but you could like upgrade, and it prints so many different materials. Go to the Deezmaker store in Pasadena. The reason I'm promoting it so much, not only because they gave it to me for free, but the truth is that this is a really, really, really good machine. It's a really good machine. So, I mean, shoot, if you're looking for a little 3D printer that isn't too bad on your pocket, go ahead and get one of these guys. Last time I remember they were $900. So for $900, you're getting this beautiful machine, and I mean, it's just amazing. And look how tiny it is. They seriously thought of the best way to minimize space, yet have a fully functioning, precise 3D printer. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. That's pretty much it. Yeah. So truth, passion, peace, and love. Blah.